Hi, I'm Richard Peña, and I'm a professor of film and media studies at Columbia University. And it's my great pleasure to introduce some films to you from MakingWaves, New Romanian Cinema. I hope you'll have a chance to see as many films as possible. A film I'd like very much to point out to you is a film called Legacy. And that film is the first film by someone who is also an actor, Dorian Boguță. And it's interesting to see in this first film just how confidently he moves into the director's chair. Sometimes when you see first films, there's kind of an energy of people experimenting, whatever. This is a very assured film. From the very beginning, you have a really strong idea that the director knows precisely what he wants the film to look like and the tone that he wants to establish. The story, in rough form, because I don't want to give too much away, is about a pianist by the name of Anton, a very promising pianist, well regarded, who one day just disappears. The film begins as the police investigation into Anton's disappearance is just getting underway. And slowly, as if we're peeling back layers of an onion, we begin to learn more and more about Anton and his world. All of those kinds of factors begin to give us a much more complex portrait of this character, who we never really see in the film except through flashbacks that his friends reveal in terms of giving different aspects of his life, different details of his life. Finally, though, one could say that in addition to just the mystery of Anton and why he disappeared or where he is or whatever, I think the film Legacy in the end is much more a kind of portrait of, again, a new Romania, one in which now you have this kind of somewhat bohemian, somewhat nouveau riche class that is represented in lots of ways by Anton and his friends. And we begin to look into this class, and not all that we see is really that attractive. Just a whole world is exposed during this investigation that in a certain way comes to be even more important, I'd say, than really the mystery of Anton himself. The acting is all really, really good in the films, a number of wonderful actors, and the director continues that great Romanian trend of having very long takes so the actors really have a chance to sort of get into their roles, really sort of play with nuance and gesture and all kinds of things that, again, give us wonderful shadings of their work. As I mentioned, I think it's a very, very interesting and very impressive debut. It does something, again, that a lot of contemporary films do, which is sort of give us two different genres and kind of smash them together a little bit and see what comes of that. On the one hand, it's clearly a detective film. We're looking for Anton and learning different clues and facts about his life, but it's also very much a melodrama, understood in the sense that it's really a film about the founding of families. What constitutes a family? How do families come together and stay together? And it's interesting to see these two somewhat parallel genres work in tandem in this film. It's a very ambitious project and one I think that the director, Dorian Boguță, really does very, very well.